Think running a day spa is all massages and relaxation? There is nothing relaxing about owning a day spa, but we're here to help. Serious spa owners know that being in the spa business isn't for the weak. It takes hard work, planning, and just a bit of luck. We should know because we've owned a successful day spa for over 20 years. Now we're opening up our playbooks and giving you the business insights to run your day spa rather than letting it run you. This is a Spapreneur podcast with Lynn Graves and Ramona Rice. Hello, Spapreneurs.
Good morning, afternoon, bonjour, bonjour. I'm learning French. Bonjour, bonjour, mademoiselle.
Is that all you know?
Oh, no. Comment allez-vous?
No.
Let's see. Je ne comprends pas.
Oh, God almighty. We are the Spapreneurs. I'm Ramona Rice. That is Lynn Graves trying to
I'm
speak.
learning French.
I'm very excited for you.
Except it's very disconvoluted. Est-ce que vous comprenez?
Again,
Do you understand?
no.
Est-ce que vous comprenez l'anglais?
How do you spell? No, I do not. I understand English.
Oh, the word no is no. No, madame.
No, madame. No, madame. Okay. So, I wanted to give a quick story. So when I first started Spapreneur, I signed up for a company called Lead Pages. Lead Pages does all these cool landing pages and sign up forms and things like that. It's a wonderful company, but, our podcast and our website are hosted by podcast websites, which I do have a financial interest in. So I'm going to be clear about that, but they're amazing. If you want to host a podcast, do it with them. We're amazing and awesome. And so all the features that Lead Pages does, podcast websites has, so I didn't need it anymore. So I had forgot it auto renewed, and it was like $600 a year. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm strict on budget, so I'm like, I know when something goes out, I'm like, oh my gosh. I immediately thought Amber Duggar, my financial coach, is going to be so mad. So I messaged Lead Pages yesterday, and I said, I didn't mean for this to renew. What can we do? They were so friendly, and immediately goes, we're so sorry about this. We're sorry to see you go, but here's the refund, and no questions asked.
Wow, that's
seriously,
good.
They didn't try to convince me to stay. They didn't try to. So I wanted to give a big shout out to them. So if you need a landing pages company, go with them. They are fabulous.
Cool. No, that's so nice when companies look at client satisfaction above the money, and that's more important.
Yeah, absolutely. Because in the end of the day,
Bank of America wouldn't have done that.
No, that's why. Okay. Side note: this has nothing to do with what we're going to be talking about today. Go with the local bank. Don't go with the big national bank. I got to tell you, we here.
Oh no, our local banks are all kinds of deep doo-doo because they anyway. Well, politics. We won't go into politics.
I don't care about that. I just love the fact that I go in there and they know my name.
Yes, they know your name.
They know our name because of DuPa. Yes. Let's be honest. It's because of DuPa. Anyway, but customer service is constantly an important issue, and you have to decide as a spa owner. It doesn't matter if you're a single person enterprise or you're like us with all the crazy massage therapists and the estheticians and the front desk staff, and you're going, we hired that person. When did they come on? I feel like that sometimes.
I've done that before.
Like all of a sudden you're like, whoa, that person's.
We had someone that showed up at one of our barbecues and I didn't know who it was. And it was one of our therapists. I said, oh God. Because she only comes in on Saturdays. I'm never there on Saturday.
Yeah. So there you go. So customer service is critical. And it's so important that you as a business owner set the standard of what you expect, because I firmly believe, and I will link to the article in the show notes, that the term "the customer's always right" is wrong. It is wrong. And we've talked about this. It is wrong.
Ooh, I got a story on that one. I got a couple of stories
okay,
now that
good.
you see. Now my caffeine's kicking in.
Yay.
So the customer's not always right. And sometimes you got to fire a customer. We have this therapist. His name is Henry, and I'm using his actual name. The dude is good at what he does.
I
mean, he feels like you've had total sex without penetration the entire time he's giving you a massage.
I don't know if I would describe it like that.
Oh, okay. Well, but it's that orgasmic feel, and everybody says it, even the men. Okay,
yeah.
You just got to know that Henry pours it out when he works on you. Because of this, he has permanent clients. He has no openings, none.
We don't even get to see him.
So I don't even. And nobody's allowed to book with him. We have a cancellation list. If somebody cancels, then they're allowed to get onto there. Well, we've got this woman that was coming in to see him when I first started the policy of you can't book any future appointments with him. You have to have a permanent spot. She tried to have a permanent spot. She had to drop off for a while. Things happened. I don't know where it went wrong, whether it was her, us, whoever. But the bottom line is she's not on the schedule anymore. So when she finally comes in, because she made this particular appointment like a year ago, so we honored it and she came in, she is very upset, very sweet. Hi, I just want to know how I can get back onto Henry's schedule. And I said, ma'am, unless someone dies or moves, you cannot. Well, I was on his schedule and I want to be back on. Ma'am, no one's dying and no one's moving. So I can't give you something he doesn't have. Well, I don't appreciate the fact that you took me off the schedule and I want back on. How many ways can I say no?
She took herself off the schedule.
So after a while, I finally said, screw it. I'm tired of dealing with this. Henry created this mess so he can deal with it. So I said, I will have him call and y'all can get it straightened out. So he's got the message now. I give it to Henry. He's thinking about coming in on Thursdays now to work on a few of these oddball clients that can't get in. But I point out to him, Henry, let's see, I'm 57. Henry's 55. He's getting older. Mm-hmm. His daughter just graduated from Yale. He's moving on. He's not going to do this forever. Henry, you don't want to add more hours. You want to either maintain or start slowly backing off. He said, you know what? You're right. I said, if you put in more hours, you're simply creating more mess. Mm-hmm. So we've decided we need to fire this client. But I'm not going to do it. Henry's going to have to fire this client because she won't go to anybody else. Yes, Henry is good, but he's not the only one. It's like, oh my God. So I'm willing to say, client, you must leave us now because I can't deal with your whining. I can't.
Here's how to remedy this situation, guys. The couple things you can do. One is if you're in a situation like Henry, where you are booked up to the point where you cannot take anybody else.
No, and they will book up. They'll try to book like 4 months in advance where you haven't taken your schedule and expanded it that far if you have a small handwritten schedule. And they'll get into slots other people are supposed to have as repeat clients.
Yeah, that could be a problem. This is what you do. Number one is you set the policy like we do. I do not take any new clients. This is a sign you either A, need to bring someone on and mentor them so you can teach them what you do. And sometimes you're willing to do that. Sometimes you're not. The other thing is it's time to raise your prices. It's time to raise your prices.
He charges more than anybody else.
As he should.
And it's still not stopping these crazies.
But seriously, that's what happens. If you're really, at that demand,
yes.
Charge more.
Yeah,
charge more immediately.
It's a weird kind of dilemma. But the bottom line is, we've got everybody set in their schedules. She just needs to go to somebody else.
Yeah.
And we have mentored other people. And you got to understand, all you people out there that are running your business and your therapist at the same time, you understand this. It's not just his hands, it's his heart. His heart pours out into them, and he just loves to do that. So I can't teach that.
You can't teach that, but we can try to persuade the clients. Try someone else. Okay, here's the deal. And this is a good problem to have. I've always joked with clients like, okay, you may be monogamous with the therapist, but they are not monogamous with you.
Say that again.
The client may be monogamous with the therapist, where they only want to see that therapist.
Yeah.
But the therapist, guess what? You should not be monogamous to a client because guess what? That's less money for you. And also, if you don't want to think about it in terms of money, then I'll think about it in terms of you have a gift of healing in your hands and your skills and your education by you only focusing on these clients right here and not either pricing yourself to where you should be. You are missing opportunities for other people who need your care.
Yeah, I agree with that. But we still all get our favorites. Like I've got Alan and Buddy, who I absolutely adore, and all of my 2 clients I have left now. But you can't massage and do business at the same time. But the bottom line is, because we're talking about customer service, is sometimes your customer service is to say no.
Yeah, that's the kindest thing you can say. It goes back to, the customer is never right. And what I mean by this is if the customer is right, the customer's job in a transaction, I've said this before, I'm going to say it a lot. The customer's job in a transaction is to get the service or the product at the lowest price possible. Your job as the service provider or the merchant is to sell at the highest price possible. So if the customer's always right, that means you're always wrong and you're not making the money you need to. So if you look at it in those terms, you need to instead switch your thinking and go, can I meet the client's expectations? This client expected that she could get back on Henry's book. We can't meet that expectation.
I can't.
We can't. We physically
We
cannot
have
make
24
more time.
hours in a day, not 25.
We cannot make more expectations. Henry's at a point in his career. He's like, no, I don't want to add any more.
And I wouldn't be so in angst about this woman, but I have 24 other therapists that are excellent, that can serve her needs, and she's being stubborn about it. Sweetly stubborn, but stubborn.
But that's her fault.
I'm sorry. I just can't.
That's her fault.
He has cancellations every week. So we can get her in at some point in time. She's just going to have to suck it up.
She's just going to have to suck it up. And it's the expectation. We cannot meet her expectation. We can't.
No.
Not right now. Now, if someone drops off, but guess what? There's a long list of people on that list that want that permanent spot.
Yeah, well, we actually had someone that moved not too long ago, but there was another person that was further up the line.
Sorry. And so it goes back to expectation. So when we use the situation, I feel bad that this client isn't getting exactly what she wants. But you know what?
I feel bad that she doesn't understand that he's not the only answer.
Well, that too. But again, it goes back to, can you meet the client's expectations? And every aspect of your business, you need to think about this, particularly if you're bringing something in like products. We have just recently expanded our product line. We got rid of, we used to carry Jane Iredale, which we love. My mother and I are huge
Jane
fans.
Iredale is an excellent product line, but it just didn't fit our company.
It did not fit our company. It did not, it just, the clients didn't, the expectations didn't match.
It didn't work.
It didn't work, and that's okay. So instead, we cleared it out to make room for other things like aromatherapy and Bellamy. Oh my God.
I love Bellamy, and I'm not even going to tell y'all where to find it because it's mine, all mine.
No. It's this little shop in this little town in Pensacola, and
I didn't tell y'all that.
And they hand make the batches for us.
Oh my God,
and
this
smells
divine.
ridiculous.
And if you're gonna look it up, if you only get one fragrance, get Life's a Beach.
Oh my God, the aloe vera shea butter whip.
Oh my God, it's incredible. Anyway, okay,
Sorry,
enough of that.
Sorry.
So it's been going off like gangbusters. But what I decided to do was I've got with Lyric being at the front desk now, I've got people that are interested in actually selling product, and he's all into this aromatherapy. So I looked up Frontier, and it's a co-op. And for, I think, $20, I was able to join it as a company. I mean, folks, $20. I spend that at Whole Foods for lunch. So I signed up. And I ordered this wooden tray with testers, and it came with 3 of each flavor from the tester. Lavender, lemon.
It was eucalyptus. Tea tree. Like your
the basics. Okay.
Super basics.
So we got that in. I set it up.
How much was that kit? Do you remember?
I don't remember because it was on sale.
But it wasn't that expensive.
No. Less than $200, I think.
Yeah.
But during the time that we got it in, set it up, I had this gentleman call me. And he was from Frontier, and he wanted to let me know he was my rep, and if I needed anything, yeah, I'm busy. I mean, I was rude to the guy. I did not have time. I don't need a rep. I don't need you shoving more products down my throat. I just don't need all that nonsense. So I brushed him off, and I just said, look, email me your information. I'll put it on file. I'll get back in touch with you. Well, the aromatherapy we got in is Acacia. Is going like gangbusters.
We can't keep it on the shelves.
God.
We cannot keep it on the shelves.
I can't keep it in there. So now I got to do another order. So I go through in Frontier and I order refills. And I decided each time I do a refill of these different flavors we have, I'll add in a few more. And one was Chill Pill and a few other flavors.
So we got like geranium because it's one of my favorites.
Yes. So I ordered more. And there were like 5 or 6 new ones I added into that. So it comes in, we get it set up, and it's selling off the shelves. And I'm like, damn, we're out of product again. This all happened within 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So I have to go back and order again. For some reason, as I'm getting ready to order again online, I forgot to mention that in between all this, I needed testers for these new ones I got in, and I didn't know how to get testers. And I say to Kristen, the guy sent us an email, find it. Because now I'm desperately looking for this guy's name. Well, we can't find it. We can't find it anywhere. I'm frustrated. I'm like, okay, I'll deal. I'll just figure this out. So I go to get ready to place a new order. And I pull up our emails for some reason in between all that. And I notice I've got something from Frontier invoice. And I'm thinking, why are they just now sending me the invoice from the last shipment? So I open it up and I start looking at it carefully. And it's got all these things on there that I've already ordered. I'm like, oh God, I hope they didn't double my order. I don't understand. Mm-hmm. And then I noticed some of them have testers, and I'm thinking, but they didn't send me the testers. And there's things on there I didn't ask for. So there's a phone number. I call the lady, and she says, oh, that was from your representative, Jason Martin. He looks like he went through and he found the things that you ordered, and he's sending you testers on each one of these, and he's sending you some additional items also to display them with. And there was no charge on any of this. I went, what was his name? She said, Jason Martin. I said, put me through to Jason Martin. So she puts me through, and I get his voicemail. And the first thing I said was, thank you for going above and beyond my expectations. He sent me these things because he saw my file. I had ordered them, needed testers. And then on top of that, when he finally caught back up with me, we ordered a bunch more stuff. He gave me 25% off on new flavors that I was ordering. I am blown away by this guy. And I actually said to him, Jason, I don't deserve this because I was so rude to you when you first called. He said, oh, I'm used to that. It's my job. I just said, thank you. You went above my expectations. And that's the story of today. Find those moments in your spa when you can go above the expectation. It just will blow their mind, and they'll never forget it, ever.
No, and we're talking about now, once you do an expectation, here's the thing. From now on, it's not that we're always going to expect like a discount from Frontier, but we're going to expect Jason to be super nice to us and take care of us and baby us.
God help anybody else. Well, I've got a problem with my linen service because my first guy was so damn good and went above my expectations. Now I got some new moron that's teaching us how to put laundry into our bags. Really? Really, dude.
Oh, my God.
And put them into the bin like this. I'm thinking, you are not meeting my expectations. In fact, my expectations have gone down now.
Yeah, so that's part of the problem is once you set an expectation, the client's going to expect that all the time. So be careful. But things like we offer a hot towel after every service. That costs us really nothing to do.
Nothing.
No extra time. Towel warmer, wet towels,
We offer dry towels when it's raining outside and they run inside.
Yeah.
Little things, expectations. We offer them water that's infused with fruit whenever they come in.
Mm-hmm. Or we offer them plain water. Like Lyric always says, would you like flavored water, or we have plain water for you?
Personally, I just offer them the infused. They don't want that tough. Sit your ass there.
But it's like little things we always offer, here where the bathrooms are. We have the hair care stations to make them prim and proper. A lot of these things you talk about are in that free guide, 100 things. We haven't talked about this in a while because it's about a year old. 100 things you can do to improve your spa for $100 less. Most are free. They're all things we have done.
Just kindness, acts of moments. As a spa owner, one of the things I think that make our place so incredibly strong is I actually come out front from my office. I sit down and I talk to the clients, not about politics or religion or what happened. How you doing today? What's going on? Isn't it gorgeous weather out there? Been gardening? And you get to know the clients. Now, here's the other side of that. They get to know you and they know your name, and they'll be out and about. Hey, Lynn! Hey, how you doing? I'm thinking, I don't know your name.
Yeah. The best is when, though, your clients, when the expectations are so good that you're in place. This is a fun story, and it's actually about Henry. So I was at our favorite nail place, Nail Expo. This was several years ago, getting a pedicure. And the woman next to me was getting a pedicure done, and she was talking about she had just had a massage, and he was amazing, and going on and on and on. It was Henry. And she goes, it was Henry. And she goes, and this place, De-Stress, is just amazing. And I'm giggling. She goes, why are you giggling? That is mean. And I'm like, hi, I'm the owner of De-Stress Express. And she goes, no way. But that's when you know you're doing something right, is when you are sitting in a random place, totally not even near the area where you massage or do anything, and people are talking about you. That's when you know.
If you give excellent customer service, take their expectations as often as you can without being phony, make it real, and take it above and beyond. Little by little by little, you will not need to worry about your quote unquote competition. It will fade into the background. People ask me all the time, who's your competition? We don't have competition. There is no place like us. There's nothing. More often from new therapists, I get them saying, I want a place like yours. Well, then listen to our podcast and slowly, foot by foot, step by step, inch by inch, however that saying goes, just little by little. And one day, like within a year or two, you'll look back and go, wow, look how far I've come. Simply by giving excellent service, customer care, and being interested, truly, truly interested in the client.
Every client that comes through, like, not just, you can't.
I don't know. There's a few we run from.
Well, there are. I'm not even going to lie. There are a few. I'm like, I refuse.
There's one or two that I locked my door.
No, we're like, that's when we close the door. We have a secret meeting. We're not secretly meeting.
That's sad. That's sad, but you know what we're talking about.
There's just some that are emotionally draining. And I just
and they'll suck you out for an hour. It's like, oh, God, I got to go to work.
There have been a few that I've just immediately with the therapist, I know the therapist, I'm like, get your ass up there and get them out of my lobby before they taint the rest of the clients.
Oh, God.
But we love them too, and we're glad they're coming to see us because they obviously need care.
Yes.
Speaking of getting care and coaching, we have a coaching program here at Spapreneur. You can work one-on-one with me to learn all these kind of aspects of your spa. I call them the four cornerstones of spa success: financial, marketing, systems, and just great service, and also retention of clients and therapists. If you want to set up a coaching call with me, just go to spapreneur.com/coaching. You can schedule a one-on-one with me that's complimentary, and we will go over a plan. Just talk about your business, because sometimes, it's one thing, like we talk about having an independent advisory board. And it's great, but it's really nice to talk to somebody who understands your language, who understands what it's like to be in a room with somebody and put their hands on you. Now, it's been many years since I've done that, but I do remember what that's like. And that's the difference between us and everybody else, is that you can get business coaching from a lot of different people and they're great, but we understand
both sides of the business.
Both sides of the business, and that's really important. So spapreneur.com/coaching.
Okay. I want to put one more plug in, and let me say that I have no clue if he gets commission or not, but for no other reason, just to give him accolades. If you are interested in aromatherapy, and I know that there's Young Living and Terra, and those are excellent, but they're priced out of the market for many, many people. Acacia, first of all, is an excellent line.
It's well known to clients.
Yes.
Too.
And Frontier, I have been so pleased with. But if you go and you become part of their co-op, ask for Jason Martin. Just say, I heard you have excellent customer care. And
tell him the Spapreneur sent
you. My God. The boy is my new best friend.
Is he your new crush?
He is my new candy crush. Yes, he is.
We need to find out where he is. Maybe he can come get a massage and see.
Yeah, no, I think.
Do they travel like reps do?
No.
That might be good, though.
I think he's in Iowa. I'd have to look up. No, I'm glad you think you have that kind of money.
No, we have points somewhere.
No, that's taking me to France. Remember, I'm learning French.
I thought Buddy David was taking you to France.
That's a client, folks. No. Well, yeah, kind of. That's a whole nother story.
Oh my gosh.
That's a story for another day.
There are always stories.
Because there are some stranger than strange clients, and you know how it goes.
Again, we talked about this. There are some clients that are clients, and there are some that are owners. He is definitely considered an owner.
He's family owner, everything else.
Oy,
yes.
Oy vey. Oy vey. Oy vey. Again, go to spapreneur.com for all the latest and greatest of Spapreneur. And don't forget to check out our Facebook community. There we answer questions directly to our Spapreneurs. And I think that's it. Lynn, you got anything else?
That's it. Nope.
All
Love
right.
you guys.
Bye, Spapreneurs. Need more actionable steps to get your spa headed in the right direction? Head to spapreneur.com. We've got the tools, tricks, and methods to making your spa as successful as it can be. Spapreneur.com.